America is entering a crisis so severe it is now being documented by federal agencies, not journalists. According to the USDA's 2024 Household Food Security Report and U.S. Census Post data, food hardship has reached its highest level in modern measurement. Number 10. Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix, one of the fastest-growing metros in America, is now facing a grocery collapse hiding behind record population growth. In 2025, the region lost more than 15 supermarkets across Glendale, Maryvale, Tempe, and parts of Mesa. The underlying numbers are devastating. Electricity costs for large-format stores now exceed $32,000 monthly, driven by extreme summer temperatures and Arizona's rising commercial utility rates. Retail rent across the valley has jumped 41% since 2020. Water bills, critical for refrigeration and cooling, have spiked 29%. And insurance, pushed upward by both crime and climate risk, has risen 45 to 60%. The human impact is sharpest in West Phoenix and South Glendale, where families now travel 6 to 8 miles for basic groceries. Public transit options lag far behind the city's sprawl, forcing residents to rely on costly ride-shares or dollar stores with little fresh food. Meanwhile, affluent suburbs like Scottsdale and Chandler continue adding premium markets and specialty grocers. Phoenix's glittering growth hides a different truth. The nation's fastest-growing city is becoming a checkerboard of abundance and scarcity. Number 9. New Orleans, Louisiana. New Orleans is experiencing a grocery breakdown driven by a perfect storm of crime, insurance collapse, and economic fragility. More than a dozen grocers, including Rouse, Winn-Dixie, and neighborhood markets, have closed or scaled back in 2025. Insurance is the most devastating factor. Premiums in parts of Orleans Parish have risen 70 to 90% since 2020, with some insurers refusing to cover certain zip codes at all. Retailers are forced into self-insurance, adding hundreds of thousands in annual risk. Utilities have climbed to $25,000 plus per month, while commercial rents are up 30%. In Central City, Gentilly, and New Orleans East, residents now travel 5 to 7 miles to reach a full-service supermarket. For families relying on single bus routes or walking in extreme heat, groceries become a weekly struggle. Food insecurity, already high at 23%, is now approaching 30%. The city, known for cuisine, is becoming a place where its poorest residents can't reliably buy food. Number 8. Denver, Colorado. Denver's booming economy masks a rapidly spreading grocery crisis. In 2025, the metro saw more than 16 closures across Aurora, Lakewood, and parts of East Denver. The drivers are clear. Operating a supermarket in Denver now costs 37% more than in 2020. Energy bills exceed $30,000 per month due to elevated utility rates and prolonged heat waves. Rent has spiked 44%. Labor costs are up 22%. Theft losses in some areas have doubled since 2021.
Number 7. Indianapolis, Indiana. Indianapolis is seeing one of its worst grocery crises in decades. More than 12 stores closed in 2025 across East Indy, Martindale, Brightwood, and Lawrence. Operating costs are out of control. Monthly power bills for mid-sized stores have risen above $22,000. Rent is up nearly 30%. Theft losses have doubled to around $6,000 to $10,000 every week. Families in many neighborhoods must travel 5 to 8 miles to buy groceries. Food banks say demand is 30 to 40% higher than before, showing how quickly the situation is getting worse. Number 6. Chicago, Illinois. Chicago's grocery collapse is one of the biggest in the country. More than 20 supermarkets closed in 2025, including major chains. Utility bills now pass $32,000 a month. Rent is up 40%. Some stores lose $10,000 every week from theft. Insurance rates have jumped 60 to 70%, forcing many stores to shut down. Communities on the south and west sides, like Inglewood, Austin, and Garfield Park, now travel 6 to 8 miles for affordable groceries. For families relying on buses, that can mean hours of travel. Food insecurity in Chicago is now above 20%, with food pantries overwhelmed. Number 5. Miami, Florida. Miami's grocery stores are disappearing because rent, power, and insurance costs are all exploding at the same time. More than 14 stores closed in 2025. Retail rent now goes above $65 per square foot. Power bills reach $30,000 a month because of extreme heat. Insurance tied to hurricanes has gone up 60 to 85%. Neighborhoods like Liberty City, Little Havana, and Opelika are losing their last full stores. Many residents now travel far for food, often using slow public transit. Food insecurity in Miami is rising toward 23%. Number 4. Houston, Texas. Houston lost more than 18 supermarkets in 2025. Electricity now costs stores around $28,000 a month. Rent is up 33%. Weekly losses from theft reach $8,000 to $12,000 weekly. Number 3. New Orleans, Louisiana. New Orleans is facing one of the worst grocery crises in the country. Insurance costs have risen 70 to 90% since 2020. Many insurers have left the city altogether. More than a dozen stores shut down in 2025. Power bills now pass $25,000 a month. Families in Gentilly, Central City, and New Orleans East must travel 5 to 7 miles for food. Food insecurity is nearing 30%. Number 2. Detroit, Michigan. Detroit has lost more than a dozen supermarkets across West Detroit, East Side, and Highland Park. Utilities are now over $22,000 a month. Theft costs reach up to $12,000 weekly. With poverty above 30%, residents often spend hours traveling for groceries. Number 1. San Francisco, California. One of the richest cities in America is losing its supermarkets fastest. Rent goes above $70 per square foot. Utilities cost more than $40,000 each month. More than a dozen stores, including Safeway, Whole Foods, and Trader Joe's, closed in 2025. In the Tenderloin, Bayview, Hunters Point, and Mission District, families travel 4 to 6 miles for groceries. The wealth is still there, but basic access to food is disappearing.